Everything old is new again. Unfortunately, LGBTQ bar raids are back. My first bar raid was back in the 80s. At the start of the AIDS crisis, they became a regular thing. When the crisis began, rather than looking for a treatment or a cure, or even ways to keep it from spreading, the guidance that the gays got was to abstain. You see, in their minds, the disease was a result of the things that boys do in bed or in dark rooms. You know, those simple things. They weren't able to monitor bedrooms, but they certainly were able to monitor the places that gay people congregated. I say gay because the lesbians weren't catching it and trans people didn't exist in their minds. Then in the 90s, when Rudy took New York, he made it his mission to close down every illegal after hours. So every so often, a bunch of vice cops would come breaking down the door, lining us all up, checking us, frisking us, checking our bags, arresting some people and letting the rest of us go. It was during one of those raids that, to my surprise, one of the guys doing the raiding, one of the cops, was somebody who would come visit me regularly. Anywho, that's a story for another time. Since the events at Stonewall, the police have been hesitant to continue raiding LGBTQ spaces because they knew the response to those actions would be fast, fierce, and effective. Was it one or two places that they raided recently? It doesn't matter because the raids had no reason. There was no point to them. So the only point could be is that they wanted to see what the community's response would be. Depending on the reaction to the recent raids, I suspect the raids will either continue until they're able to find a reason to close the place down, or they will just back off. If the raids continue and they manage to close all the LGBTQ bars, or most of them, what will happen is that there will be moving parties that replace them. A weekly or monthly party that changes venue because a moving target is a lot harder to catch. Trans people for now have been banned from the military, meaning they're going to lose their jobs and their benefits. It really doesn't matter that much that they will be able to maybe go back someday. After serving honorably, they will be discharged dishonorably. Add rating our spaces to that. Where's the outrage? Did I miss the outrage? Oh, and by the way, when Vice comes, they're dressed in full military drag. Very scary, very frightening. Will the outrage come after they take away PrEP and antivirals? It seems, at least to this trans elder, that they're putting all their chess pieces in place so they can eventually shout, checkmate.